Hi everyone, I am Karen. I'm founder of Bumi Beauty, and welcome to our brand new feature called the Self-Care Sessions. Today we are welcoming Imogen from Bumi Naturals. Hi Imogen.
Hello.
Today we're going to take you through a really easy 3-step self-care ritual. It's pretty simple, but it's going to still give you fantastic results for your skin.
So this three-step ritual, as you said, really focuses on combating pollution and the damage it does. Because actually, what pollution does is it can break down your skin's barrier by breaking down the collagen and the lipids within your skin. So it's really, really important that we keep, first of all, trying to rid our skin of bacteria and dead skin, but also to try and repair some of those cells. So if we go into the first one, so that is the juniper berry, sage, and volcanic ash face
Really
polish.
love sage in this. It's so fresh. It's amazing.
Yeah, so it's interesting because I chose juniper berry and sage. They're great. They've got great skincare benefits as well. They're very antibacterial, but also they're two essential oils that have been used for a very long time in meditation to clear negative energy and basically to make you feel really good as you're smelling them. So that's the reason for using those. Some of the other ingredients in this, so the exfoliants are volcanic ash and bamboo stem powder, both of which are really, really fine. Volcanic ash actually kind of looks a bit like flour. It's seriously fine. So it helps to rebalance the oils in your skin as well. So pollution can cause us to produce excess sebum and really clog your pores. So using a scrub like this can help to rebalance that as well as draw out the impurities like other clays.
It is something you really notice how fine a grain on the skin it is. So gentle. I'm rubbing it onto my hand, and some exfoliators you get a redness immediately where it's quite an abrasive sort of gritty feeling, but this is super gentle. It's almost like a sugary kind of consistency on the skin, so it's nice and nourishing. How much should we be putting on our face?
So
size?
I use a thumbnail size, but yeah, I think that's about right, or even less, to be fair. If you want a less abrasive scrub, you can use less of it, and then I like to put it in the palm of my hand, and I just like to add a bit of water into the palm of my hands.
Yeah,
so it spreads easier. And then, sorry, I forgot to mention that you do.
creamy actually. See how it's gone quite white versus the original colour. Because I normally just put it straight on my face, dry, because I quite like an abrasive one, but this is nice.
No, I think you're right. I mean, I use it differently depending on what I think I need. So sometimes I'll wet my face and put water in my hand to wet it down. If I need a stronger scrub, I'll just go straight in. If I'm feeling like I really need a good scrub.
It feels so refreshing as I'm putting it on my face. And how vigorously should we be rubbing this in?
So I like a strong scrub most of the time. It really is down to your preference, but I like to really go in around my nose and around my T-zone, because that's just where I tend to get quite a few blackheads if I'm not careful. But then again, if I'm feeling like I need a less abrasive scrub, I'll use my whole hand to really slowly and gently spread it.
And that's good, I guess, if you want a really sort of pampering, nourishing kind of ritual. Whereas if you want to really, really get deep clean, you can kind of tailor it to what you need.
So I think you just need to keep freshening up your skin, getting rid of the dead skin, and starting to, get the new cells regenerating.
Yeah. I feel better already. That's amazing.
Refreshing.
Yeah. And how often would we exfoliate? They say don't over exfoliate. Is there a case of too much with this product? Can you use it a couple of times a week, or?
Back when I was going on the tube almost every day, I was using it every day. But saying that, I really do use that water to make it a bit less abrasive if I'm going to use it every day. if I want a nice strong scrub, then I'll still use it a couple of times a week, 3 times a week. But that's just my skin, because I know that I produce a lot of sebum, especially around my nose. So I'm really susceptible to blackheads.
Yeah.
But I would say 3 times a week. But obviously, listen to your body.
What's next?
Right. So the second product is our honey and cinnamon face mask. This is the first product I ever made, and it's still the most popular. And I made this one because when I first moved down to London, and actually for years, my skin, I just had blemishes, so many blemishes, and I was scrubbing too much, and because I love a scrub, and I wasn't replacing any of the goodness and the natural oils. So I made this one as a kind of all-in-one. It's got coffee and cinnamon in it, and and jojoba esters, so it does actually exfoliate your skin as well. As we've just scrubbed our skin, I don't really think we need to scrub it, but if you're using it as a standalone product, then you can really do a good scrub, as well as then leaving it on your face for the honey to start.
This is a pretty versatile product then, because for me personally, I don't buy masks regularly because I don't do them enough to justify going through a pot sort of this size. But knowing that you could have it as the exfoliator and the mask, I think it makes it more of a worthwhile purchase. I think it's like marzipan. I think it's just really, and then you get that hit of the coffee. It just is so nice. It like balances out the sweetness. It's really like a fudgy consistency as well, I think.
Yeah, it's really thick. Again, it's got no water in. None of my current formulators have got water in, so they all need it to activate.
Is it a similar size dollop, if you like, or would you use a bit more?
I use about double. Sometimes I see that people use about a thumbnail size of it, but I like to use quite a lot of it. Maybe it's because I've got more in the house, but so I've got about that size. I'm just going to wet my face. And again, into the palm of my hand. And again, I will usually add a bit of water in there. You don't have to. That's just down to my preference, because I like to.
And what sort of ratio would you add? Is it just a couple of drops, or?
It's more than that. It's like I usually dip my hand in the water. I don't take like a full handful. I just kind of like dip it in and then put it in. So it's at least 20 drops, really. If you want to do it like that, that's how I prefer it, so that it's then really soft. Yeah. And then I tend to work it. I mean, I tend to get bumps on my cheeks, so I tend to really work it in there, and again on my T-zone.
Oh, it smells so nice.
So it's got coffee and cinnamon, which really get your circulation going. So it's bringing the blood up to the surface and any blemishes. And it's getting your circulation is really good, because it just helps again with that cell repair, cell regeneration, fresh skin. It's also got a load of honey in it, like really high percentage of honey in it.
How long would we leave this on for?
So I would say a minimum of 15 minutes, really, but that's only because, I leave it on for absolutely ages. I leave it on for hours sometimes, because it actually it doesn't damage your skin if you leave it on longer, and the honey just keeps on, like it's a gift that keeps on giving. So I tend to leave it on, but not everyone has the time or the patience to sit with it on their face for an hour.
The longer the better then is the takeaway I'm getting from that.
But yeah, it won't damage your skin, it won't irritate it the longer you keep it on. But obviously, again, look at, read your body, read your skin. If it does start to irritate, then take it off. When I'm taking this off, sometimes if I use it as a standalone product, sometimes I do give it a really good scrub, but obviously for the purpose of this, you don't need to be doing that.
Yeah, I generally have quite sensitive skin, so having done the first scrub, I'm going to be quite carefully taking this off.
Yeah.
But I feel like I've got a really nice glow to my skin now. It feels so good.
Okay, so let me talk to you a little bit about this one then. So this night repair, so it's got broccoli, cucumber, rosehip. This one is a night mask, so you really don't need very much of it. I've just put way too much on my hands. I would not use that much. Actually, maybe I would. If my skin really needed a drink and I was going to sit there and really let it sink in, then I would use that much. But again, about thumbnail size.
For me, I have really dry skin, so I love a rich cream that I can put on. But yeah, if you're a little bit oilier, you'll see actually this breaks down to an oil very, very quickly.
Yeah.
And I think when people test this at our events or in the stores, they're always surprised at how like far the product goes. And that you're testing just on the back of your hand, they get this huge big dollop out, and they're like, "Oh my gosh, it's so oily!" But actually, a little bit does really go a long way, and that's why it's such good value for money too.
Yeah, and it actually, the other thing that people get when they test it is, especially if they've got slightly oilier skin, or if they've got, some people do not like putting oils on their face, so which is funny because even with oily skin, oil is really nourishing. But this one also, when you put it on, it does feel a little bit oily on your face, but then after a few minutes, like after 5 minutes, it's sunk in properly. All of the ingredients in here have been chosen for their anti-aging. I'm saying it like that because it's such a funny term, and like, what does it really mean? But for me, what that means is that it's packed full of vitamins and minerals that are really great for repairing cells and nourishing your skin and hydrating, which is really important for combating signs of aging. And it's also got, all of the oils in it have either got small molecules or medium molecules. What that means is that it can really penetrate the deeper layers of skin without leaving a thick greasy residue on your skin. It does leave some oil on your skin, which can protect you from the elements and lock in moisture, but it doesn't make it greasy.
Well, I mean, for me already, my skin just feels soft, like peachy soft. I'm putting my hands over it, I'm not getting like a slip of an oil, or it doesn't feel greasy or anything. I think that's a reservation a lot of people have, because obviously it's a night product. They think, oh, am I going to get a greasy pillow or anything like that? But within 5 minutes, by the time you've brushed your teeth, you're ready to go to bed and just let it work its magic and not have to worry about, it ruining pillowcases or anything like that. So yeah, it's very, very easily absorbed product. It's great. Well, I think we've had a lovely little ritual this afternoon. I'm feeling like I've got my glow on. My skin feels amazing. So yeah, thank you so much for taking us through that. And if you've liked the ritual that we've done today and you want to have a little try of it yourself, we've got 2 ways that you can do it. We've actually got a kit that we've put together of all of the products in this lovely Bumi jute bag, which is gorgeous. So you get the normal size of the mask, the facial polish, which I'm not holding up, that's the smaller size, and then the night repair as well in there. So normally that would be £45, but we're doing it for £32, so you're saving £13 and can then recreate this ritual all by yourself at home. And as we said, these products are going to last a really long time, and give you, great happiness for the months to come. A big part of what we do at Blonde Beauty is we like people to be able to try before they buy. So if you would like just to test a little one of the products, then just head to our website as well. It's blondebeauty.com/try before you buy, and then we can send you out a little teeny tiny tester in the post, so you can have a little smell and play around with the products before you commit to the full sizes. But if you're loving it and you're keen, then take advantage of the offer, because it's not going to be around forever. As ever, send us your questions, your comments. We'd love to hear from you, and thanks for watching.